Listening to music and podcasts have never been easier than now, thanks to Home Assistants. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how I use my Google Home Mini to listen to both of those. But first, I do want to say hi, my name is Karl, everybody's favorite ginger, and welcome to The Real Ginger Tech. Here, I like to do tips, tricks, and reviews on just about anything tech I can get my hands on. So let's get started. Listening to music on any Google Assistant device is very simple. A couple things you need to know is how to listen to music. So you have live radio stations thanks to iHeartRadio. You have Pandora, Spotify, and then Google Play Music. And so once you've decided what you want to use, you just go into your Google Home app and you can specify what your default player is going to be. Mine is set to Pandora. So all I have to do is, hey Google, play some Pantera.
Sure, here's Pantera on Pandora.
Pantera on Pandora. Hey Google, stop. Now, just because you have I have Pandora set up as my default player doesn't mean I can't utilize other services. I just have to specify what I want to listen to if it's not Pandora. So for example, I have a playlist called Relax on Google Play Music, and all I have to do is say, hey Google, play Relax on Google Play Music.
Okay, your Google Play Music playlist called Relax. Here you go.
And it will start playing my music. Hey Google, stop that wonderful song. In case any of you didn't know, I'm kind of a Frank Sinatra fan, and Michael Bublé, also amazing. Make fun of me all you want, but it's good stuff. So with that, you can also specify songs individually if you utilize Google Play Music. So for example, hey Google, play Eminem's Lose Yourself on Google Play Music.
Sure, Lose Yourself by Eminem. Playing on Google Play Music.
The specific song. And now with that, hey Google, stop. Nothing wrong with Eminem. Just don't want to get hit with a copyright infringement. But with that, I do have a subscription to Google Play Music. So therefore, I am able to select specific songs, and it does open up variety a little bit more. Whereas if you do have their free service, you can just listen to stations. So you would just say like Eminem Station or something like that, similar to how Pandora works with their free service. The other option is to listen to live radio stations with iHeartRadio. And that is baked into the Google Assistant. So you don't have to worry about saying iHeartRadio. All you have to do is say something like, hey Google, play Laser 101.7.
Streaming Laser 101.7 from iHeartRadio.
And that's a local station around here. It'll locate that. Hey Google, stop. It's really loud. And there are some limitations with that, but basically if you were to go to the iHeartRadio.com website, and if you're able to find your radio station on there, you can access it through the Mini or through any Google Assistant device. Which, by the way, all this can also be done with your phone. So, something to keep in mind when you're out on road trips and you have it Bluetooth to your car, you can listen to radio stations just by using your voice. You don't have to take your eyes off the wheel to adjust the knobs or change through stations, or maybe, you're in the middle of nowhere, you have music that you have internet access, but you don't have music coming through due to some radio stations not being within range. So, just an option there. Moving on though, with the Home Mini, you can also play it in a multi-speaker mode. So if you've actually set a group up, you can specify, say, the wake word, play this on all speakers. And as long as you have those set up, I don't have mine set up because prop right now for my second one. The other one's plugged in. But you can actually have it play throughout the house on all of your Google devices. You just have to specify which ones you want in a grouping. So, and that's available with Google Play Music, Pandora, Spotify, iHeartRadio. All those work with that feature. Next up is actually going to be podcast, and this is where it gets a little tricky. So with podcast, if you were just to say, hey Google, play the latest NPR podcast.
Sure, playing the latest episode of NPR News now. NPR News, January 13th, 2019, 6 p.m. Eastern Time.
And it will start playing that.
NPR podcasts are now available on every platform.
Hey Google.
Our show.
Stop. I don't listen to NPR, so yeah. I just randomly thought of one off the top of my head that might work. So you can do that, and it will start playing the most current one. But if you have a podcast that you've been listening to for a while, the best way to go about continuing where you left off when first setting up a Google Assistant device or Home Assistant device is to actually download the Google Podcast app. And this is available on iPhones and Androids. So all you iPhone users, yes, you could still have the best of both worlds. You can select where you left off. So if you had it in a different app, select where you left off in the Google Podcast, and then just stop it from there. And then all you have to do is say, hey Google, resume Adam Carolla.
Sure, Adam Carolla Show. Here's where you left off.
And it will pick up where I left off.
Like,
Stop. So that is one way of doing that in order to backtrack if you're just getting into that Google Home Assistant device. But if you really don't care and you just want to start off, you can say, hey Google, play the latest Adam Carolla show.
Okay, here's the latest episode of Adam Carolla Show, Acts Part 2, Perez Hilton.
And then it'll pick up on its that most recent show. Hey Google, stop. And then with that, you can, if you are behind on episodes of a podcast, you can say next or previous if you think you may have skipped over one, and it will continue down the list accordingly. So those are my main ways that I utilize my Google Home Assistant to listen to music and podcast, and there are more options out there, more ways you can do it as far as linking it to other devices. Skills out there allow you to do the same thing if it's some third-party app. But let me know how you listen to your music, your podcast, down in the comments below, or tweet me over at on Twitter at RealGingerTech. But I do want to know what you guys do with that. I do want to thank you all for stopping by. If you did like the video, hit that thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. Let me know what you'd like to see a little different next time. And be sure to subscribe so you can know when I release new videos. Thank you, and see you next time.